Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of Gotoubun no Hanayome. So last episode, everyone went to the festival, had a pretty good time, although it did get kind of separated, then you had the whole renting the roof thing, and people were not showing up, and Futaro had to go around and get people to gather up, and there was a lot of awkwardness in regards to a lot of those. Like with Miku, a couple people walk over to ask questions about their relationship, and then things just got incredibly awkward and everybody wanted to leave, pretty much. So, yeah, and he ran at everyone else as well. However, Itsuki was one of the more notable ones because... Itsuki. Ichika. Ichika. I know names. Yeah, she was just with some random mustached creep, so we don't know the specifics on that, so all we can do is wonder. I obviously have my concerns with that I voiced in my last reaction. So, yeah, hopefully we get some answers in this episode about what happened there, because so far all we got was her kabadoning Futaro and saying, shush, shush, don't say about that to anyone. That's all we got, and that does not bode well. That's not what I wanted to get from her. I wanted her to be like, hey, no, you may have got the wrong idea. Don't worry, that's just like a family friend or something that I ran into. It hung out for a couple minutes, That's all. That's what I wanted from that scene, but no, that's not what we got from that scene. So I am a little bit worried, of course. So hopefully we get an answer in this episode about what that was about. So let's get into it and see if that's the case. 3, 2, 1, play. It's right as fireworks, though. Silver lining. I know, right? I know, Miku. How could you say that, dude? You are more than just acquaintances, no matter how you look at it. Oh, well, I mean, I can barely tell who you people are from each other, so don't expect too much from me. That doesn't sound any better. Not really true. You did not give me an adequate explanation at all. You're a rich girl, you don't need a job. It's because you're all beautiful sisters that are now in his life that he gets paid to interact with. Well, they put me on the spot. It's no time to question that. I mean, is the fact that you're voiced by Hanakana not a good enough reason? Because I feel like it should be. Well, yeah, it was not obvious. I knew that's what she was talking about. Well then, how does this make things better? I don't understand, but I guess it's a cover. I mean, she could just say, hey, I am Miku, I have no idea where Ichika is. She could just say that, but... Okay, that's how we start our episode. Still did not explain anything. Calling him a coworker does not make me feel any better. I need more of an explanation than that. The quintessential quintuplet. See, that could be your answer. Just say you're quintessential to him. And then, the answer is solved. About why he keeps poking his nose in their business. But yeah, poor Miku. Just all alone, changing her hairstyle for a desperate attempt to get somewhere with Futaro. I do love just I know I've said this so many times. I just love some of the group shots we have with them in the opening. They just look so good together as a group. It's the kind of group that you take one look at and you say, yeah, this is going to be my harem. Let's get to work on that. So when is that Kurio going to be getting that scene? So, how long are you going to watch, buddy? Why? Till she gets pregnant? I would say so. Shots fired at the West, but yeah. You look like pretty good friends. I see a lot of blushing for you for this friend interaction. Well, you can't call Miku an acquaintance, then call her a friend, because you interacted with Miku more. Uh, yeah, they don't want you to act like that. Yeah, I do want him to realize how badly he handled that. Looks like we're getting that. Felt so bad for Miku. Gee, I wonder. Filming still does not make me feel better just yet. No. You kind of looked away as you said that. I don't... I don't know if I believe her. But either way, yeah, you have no time for that sort of thing. You're gonna get better grades. Huh. Are we talking some sort of childhood friend promise here that turned out to be one of the sisters? Is that the angle we're going for here? Oh, he found he found a different sister. Or a different girl altogether. I think that was Miku, actually. Yeah, it took me a second, but yeah, the bow. Yeah, she just found one of the sisters, like, hey, Ichika, I found you. Wow, they do look exactly the same in that picture. So, yeah, that's basically what everyone else sees. Poor Miku getting kidnapped with some random mustache creep. It's gotta be horrible. Oh, that was funny. Miku, where did the scary man take you? Well then. Well, you've managed to upset at least 2 girls today, Futaro. Probably more. Well, that's not true. Yeah, apparently the relationship is nothing, you know, if Futaro's to be believed. We should probably hold hands so you don't get lost. Boom. Let go of Miku. It was funny at first, but let's go of Miku now. There we go. Not taking my Miku. I call dibs. Not gonna be running away with my acquaintance. I'm saving her from you. And I was gonna ask why there are two Ichikas here. Come on, give a better answer than your last one. Come on, give a good answer. Well then, okay. I guess that's a better answer. I'm all their partners, really. Yeah, this one's far too pretty to be Ichika. And there we go, the truth comes out. I figured the assistant camera work thing was a lie. There we go, I was waiting for that. Still doesn't make me feel better, though. I need the specifics on the type of film she's in. I mean, it's probably legit, on the up and up, but it's got me worried now, so... And yet you're all mistaken for each other. Apparently they both learned something new today. Well, I don't really want you to take Ichiga either, but... How important are we talking? Like, is she just gonna be in a commercial, or... Well, I do feel a little bit better about you leaving with the creepy dude now, but... Still prefer you to stay. Yeah, I'd rather stay with you. I guess the partner line made her feel a lot better. There's a lot of blushing. Is that Yotsuba? Well, it wasn't just her. There's obviously more people, but I think the voice is Yotsuba's. Yep, he followed you, because this is apparently more important. Probably went back to his cave somewhere. I think that's where they live. Because you're his partner, just like all the other girls. What a great way to put it. What are you doing on your tablet? And is the current role a bigger one? Well, I guess that is pretty important, but it's also more of a commitment. I mean, he's already decided he's your partner, so why not be your practice partner? Wouldn't have to ask me twice. Okay. Kind of scene is this gonna be? Wow, what is that acting? uh, okay, I mean, fitted. Well, I guess he was a perfect practice partner for this. Even if his acting is terrible. That's great. Has it been a little dream come true for him? I hope you do, I guess. Oh, uh, What are you doing? Um, well, I mean, she's an actress, so it makes sense. Well then. Well, that's true. Which bothered him a lot, yeah. Okay. Maybe it was cold. You don't know. Fireworks are still going on. I understand that. I can see you guys some kind of a mess, didn't you? Because yeah, you couldn't just say you couldn't go, you know, without a very good reason. So no, not even slightest. Well, when they all look the same, I guess that's understandable that you could pick up on that. Savage. And what kind of actors are you if you can't even full Futaro? Well, sure, but very few people could actually make it as an actor or actress. We are partners. Practice partners if nothing else. Well, I guess that's been resolved now. Well, now she shows up. I guess too late. I wonder if she'll get a chance to try. One guy looks very annoyed. Like, how dare you show up late and expect an audition? He said what, that you were his partner? He says that now. Somebody's been crying. Man, a lot of them look really annoyed. Like, kind of they all do, really. Only one word that got their attention. At least one of them. I mean, fine. She looks pretty cool, actually, when she's in her element like this, being an actress. Not actually fix it as well as I thought. Okay. Yeah, I bet that has a lot more effect when she actually has a sensei to think about in mind that she has similar feelings towards. So yeah, nice, nice symbolism for that. That she really exploded in glory at the interview, the audition, whatever you call it. What the heck? Are you sleeping? A little bit. Good. Gross. Also, think she did well. Yeah, it's almost like somebody had an influence on her. Yeah, he pulled it out of her. No thank you. He has a lot of good options in this show. Not gonna go after you. Oh, so that's what the call was. They're all gathering there. I don't think they would be angry at you if it was to pursue your dream. We got our own little fireworks, okay. As long as we're together for some fireworks, it counts, I guess. It's not, but it's got more feelings behind it, so it's better. Raiha just sleeping over there. I believe that. Oh yeah, I think he did do that, didn't he? That's why she was crying. Kind of forgot about that. But he had other people to work with. Okay. I know, right? But it was kind of cute. Almost 9:30. Are you gonna tell them everything? I forgive you. Nice shot from behind. I mean, she's not wrong. That was also a big mistake on your part, yes. Let's just say everyone kind of didn't do well today. I have no idea what's happening, so. Okay, so she does get her own firework. Of course. And are you saying you're all going to marry him? Because that's a theory that I have. You somehow make polygamy work. That's a possibility, right? Yeah, so that shouldn't qualify as polygamy because it's only one wife. Because they all complete each other. Makes perfect sense. I'm sure we could argue that in court. Like, Your Honor, all five of these girls are my one wife. And here's my logic to prove that. I would love to see that. Yeah, where are you going with this? I can leave now, right? I mean, you did a lot today, so. Well, that wasn't as great as the ones before, but. I mean, it's a thought that counts, like I said. And they're all together having fun. That's really what counts. So one for each of you. Of course, 5 is a magic number in this show. Ooh, yeah, Yotsuba got the good one. Oh. Well, you know. Yeah. We're partners. We're all partners here. We really had a lot of blushing this episode, haven't we? I wonder if that ski is directed towards. We are. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, that was so good. Oh, Laplo. Wow. He did get a nice reward for his hard work. 5/5. Is she? I'm not sure that's true. Pretty sure Miku is the most popular of the 5. Okay, so this button. Yeah, that was the 5th episode of Gotoubun no Hanayome. And yeah, basically the second part to the whole fireworks arc, I guess you could call it. Well, festival arc, fireworks arc. I'm not sure which one would be more appropriate because they kept doing fireworks even after the festival, so I guess maybe fireworks would be a better thing to call it. But regardless, yeah, we started off where we left off, more or less, with the whole Futaro and Ichika thing. And yeah, she slowly elaborated on what she did. Like, first she let us know that it was some sort of work that she was doing. Did not make me feel better because work could refer to a lot of things. That did not make me feel any better. Then she started calling him her coworker. Again, did not make me feel any better. Uh, Eventually we got away to film. Did not do much to make me feel better either. And then she said she was like working like as a cameraman assistant or whatever, which would have made me feel better. But then she looked away as she said it, and like, you're lying, aren't you? You're lying, aren't you? But then she was so she's a good liar, obviously, because she's an actress. But yeah, after she's said more on that, I was like, oh, maybe she's not lying. She sounds like she's telling the truth. I kind of fell into it a little bit, but my initial reaction was that she was lying. And her lying about that does make it more suspicious. So yeah, it took a while for me to actually fully accept that it was nothing bad, if that makes sense. Because, just the last episode, man, I really, really got into my head that this was something pretty bad. Maybe I shouldn't have, because, it's not the kind of show to get too dark or anything like that. So I admit that I was worrying more than I should have, but that's what it ended up being. I was really concerned about that. And by the end of the episode, yeah, those concerns are gone now. We know the full truth. She's actually an actress, it's not a sketchy actress, just like a legit one. And this was her first chance to get like a big role, and she was skipping out on that because she got herself into a really awkward position. Because there's this whole fireworks thing is a tradition, very important to the family, so there'd be little to no excuses to not do it with them. And she also has this actress thing that she keeps a secret from them until she makes it. So when the schedule of her big breakthrough coincides with this event, like she either has to tell them about it, which she doesn't want to do, and have that be her excuse to not go, or she just says, "Hey, I can't go. I can't tell you why," which will result in them being mad at her for it, or she, just doesn't go to her important audition, which I don't think her sisters would want either, because they would want to, they all love each other a lot, want to support each other, so they wouldn't want her to miss out on something like that if that really was her chance to make it big on her dream. So really got herself into a very bad situation, and once it finally all that clicked in my head, it all came together. It's like, oh wow, okay, that's the situation she got herself in. That's why she's here, but being kind of sketchy about it, and like having the coworker around and trying to avoid him and avoid them, and that's why she's in kind of a really wishy-washy position there. It all made sense once we got all that figured out. So that's cool. And yeah, that scene when they were in the alleyway together with him waiting outside of it, they were just getting all clingy with each other. I think she was enjoying that quite a lot. And then we continued the whole relationship thing. Like last episode, we had the whole like, "Hey, are you two like a couple?" It's like, no, we're just friends. No, we're not. Don't listen to this girl. We're actually just like acquaintances, like barely. So we kind of had a continuation of that with Ichika, but Ichika's a bit more, bit more blunt than Miku, I would say. So she was more willing to call him out on this, rather than Miku, who was more kind of quietly hurt by it. So she kind of helped him realize how badly he dropped the ball on that one. Just like, I just still can't believe he actually even said that. Like, what if, first of all, they're, tutor and son student, That's, obviously that doesn't really equal friend, of course, but still, that equals more than acquaintance. So you still should have come with something better than that to say, and at the very least not flat out deny the whole friend thing when Miku was willing to say it. But, even if the whole teacher-student thing doesn't automatically equate them to being friends, they still interacted a lot. Like, they're at a freaking festival together having fun. Like how do you rationalize that in your head as not being friends when you're willing to go to a festival with someone? Like, I don't get that. I don't quite get that, really. But anyway, eventually he realized that he needs to come up with a better word for what they are, and he settled on partner. I can accept that. I think they can accept that. I think Miku was a pretty big fan of that terminology from all the blushing. That's kind of what I got from that. Anyway, it was really funny when the guy just grabbed a random other sister, Miku, and was like, "Oh, Ichika, there you are. Let's go." And then from Miku's perspective, some random creepy dude with a mustache just grabbed her hand and started dragging her away. So that must have been pretty bad for her, considering she was already having a bad night because of, Futaro being a baka, being a dense protagonist. And then that on top of that, it was not a good day for her. And this guy Ichigo over there who's crying because Futaro left her. Just everyone not having a great time, really, honestly. But eventually everything came together. Futaro learned the truth. He, helped Ichika get past her worries and take that fake smile off of her face and try her best, and was her practice partner. And although she was late, she did very well. She probably got it. Like, she said one word and that one girl, like, perked up, like, it got her attention. So, yeah, that says a lot about how good she did. And it did give her a good advantage because, yeah, the lyrics are the lyrics. The dialogue the script, that's the word, like, for the script was very, very relevant to her current circumstances. So whenever that's the case, you can kind of do a bit of method acting and you can really put yourself into it. So yeah, it did very well. Much better than Futaro trying to help out with the lines. It's like, that wasn't really what an acting. Like, I consider myself a better actor than that, and I don't consider myself to be that great of an actor. See, but yeah, everything worked out. That's what matters. In this episode, yeah, the focus really was on Ichika for the most part, and I didn't really have much strong feelings about Ichika, until recently. She was voiced by Hanakana, and for a while that was like literally the only thing I cared about. The only thing I cared about that character is like, hey, she's voiced by Hanakana, so it was pleasant to hear her talk. That was pretty much it. But with this episode, she really came into her own. We really got to really get a feel for her personality and what she wants out of life and all that. So she feels much more like a fleshed out character now, and I just much more likable now. I don't know. I like her a lot more now than I did a couple episodes ago. Is my point, and definitely more than I did last episode with how things ended off. But yeah, she's in a good place now, so I'm glad things worked out the way that they did. And I really like the one scene with Nino when she was, the misleading bit that, like, Futaro called it. That was funny. I quite like that. And also the sleeping gag. The sleeping gag was my voice. The sleeping gag was funny. Because, I mean, it was a little bit funny the first time when they just like walk up to him and he's like looks very like serious and focused, and he got a big snot bubble. That was a little bit funny, but it was a lot funnier the second time because he had, like, I don't know, I think it was Ichika kind of like opening her heart up to him or whatever, and then he just like sits there looking all focused, and then it just reveals that he's just sleeping. That was well played. That was well played. And he got a nice light pillow in the end, so I think he got some nice repayment for his hard work. And he did do a lot of hard work today. Got them all back together to have some fireworks to really fulfill that tradition and all that, one way or the other. Got it done. One aspect of the show that's always kind of been in the back of my mind, or the front of my mind, really, is the fact that these girls, they all look the same. They are quintuplets. They all are identical. They all look the same. If it wasn't for, like, their hair accessories and stuff, other people would not be able to tell them apart. And because they don't actually look the same from the audience's perspective, there's always a disconnect there. As a result, I have mixed feelings on that subject. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? It's kind of immersion breaking if they don't all look the same. People apparently view them as all the same. So I feel like I should do that as well, so I could feel like, so I could, more relates to the characters, empathize more with their positions and all that. So on that front, it bothers me a little bit that they don't all look exactly the same. But on the other hand, I've made a fool of myself several times by mixing them up, when two of them look nothing like the rest, and I still get confused. So, maybe it's a bit masochistic of me to want them to all look the same, but it just, that's always something I'm kind of thinking about. I keep flip-flopping on that subject in my head. We actually saw a picture, well, actually, two things I need to talk about. We saw a picture of all five of them. I don't remember if they were with their mother or not, but all five of them as little girls at the fireworks thing. And they very clearly all looked the same. They had all that long hair, same hair color, same everything. They all looked the same. So, I think that's the first example of in the show them all look exactly the same. So that was interesting. But, yeah, one thing I do need to mention before I forget, because I almost forgot. We got a brief glimpse when the subject of why he's helping them as much as he is was brought up. We saw a brief glimpse of somebody that looked like those sisters at that age. So my mind went towards, hey, I think he may have made some kind of childhood promise to some little girl that probably turns out to be one of these sisters that he probably met at that same festival with the fireworks, that he's probably going to end up getting with together in the show, and probably end up marrying. So yeah, I pretty much zoom, all those thoughts went by very quickly in my head, pretty much the second I saw the little clips. Because anyone who has seen a lot of anime knows that the whole childhood friend promise is a pretty big trope, pretty common. So, we'll probably get more information on that later on. But yeah, I kind of put that all together in my head. I'd be surprised if I was wrong on any of that. So yeah, good episode for Ichigo. That's kind of the point. I'm glad things worked out. I'm glad she was not doing anything sketchy. I'm glad I didn't have to be disillusioned with that character. And yeah, pretty much that's pretty much that. So with this, I think everyone's pretty much got us some focus. I mean, maybe not Yotsuba. Maybe Yotsuba hasn't gotten focus. I don't think she has. But, if she hasn't, she will soon. So, I think I'm almost sure everyone else has gotten focus. Because, yeah, we had Miku with the whole learning about the Sengoku period stuff. Itsuki, Nino was a couple episodes ago. Or because, the episode where she got locked out of the apartment, basically. Just kind of sitting out there, that episode. Ichigo is this episode, so yeah, everyone should be getting their focus, I'm sure, eventually. But yeah, good episode. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.